It is a beautiful Thursday morning, the curtain raiser to the weekend, and I am starting to get into the vibe. I hope you are having an amazing morning with us, and thank you so much for hanging out with us every single day, Monday to Friday. We absolutely appreciate you. Now, if you are an avid TikToker, Instagrammer, you've probably come across content from this guy, and he's mischievous. He's extremely... I don't know is there a school that's teaching people mischief? Like, can you direct me? I'm sitting down with Ckanyiso DatGuy this morning, and we're going to try and figure out, where does this mischief come from? Ckanyiso, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine.
You even look mischievous, guy.
No, do I look mischievous? How do I look honest? I thought I looked honest.
No, mischievous. Mischief is written all over your face.
I'm trying to behave.
It's an effort.
That's why my hands are together. And,
Well done. How did you get into all this making people? Did you always think you were funny?
I think, after I failed school, like after school was not a thing for me.
After school was not a thing for you?
Yeah, I was like, what am I good at? I'm good at laughing, making people laugh, being happy. That's me.
Was school not a thing for you because you kept making people laugh in class?
Too many rules. For me, it's too many rules.
You don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah, because they're telling me not to do it by telling me not to do it. So I'm interested in, why are you saying I shouldn't do it?
Right.
So I'm going to do it.
Where did you grow up, Ckanyiso?
I grew up in Bulawayo, in Pumla Old.
Really?
Yeah, it's an old location, in Donkini. Like, you actually see donkeys in the streets. Not a joke, it's actually true.
Yeah, no, it's not, but the way you say it, it is. What was the family setup like?
Grew up in a family of 4
You can't
kids.
remember how many you were?
No, it was a lot of us, you know. So grew up with, as kids, the mama was staying, we're working outside Bulawayo, and so we grew up with kids. Trivana, and we're about 5-6 of us at our grandfather's house. Now, like with African families,
Christmas time, we are the entertainment. The children are the entertainment. Were you the key entertainer?
Oh yes. I like food, and so they use food to, like
to
they bring food. Dance for the food, I guess. Sing for the food. I try. I'm not good at singing.
Right.
Yeah, but dance for the food. I would dance for the food.
You'd dance for the food. You dance for the food.
Yeah.
At what point did you decide, look, I want to seriously look into comedy and take this further?
When I was 20, I'll say 26. Yeah, 26. Life will hit you. You try things, you try to balance things. They don't really work. So I was like, what am I good at? That's when I started researching about comedy. That's when I bumped into the likes of Doc Fikela's. That's the first stand-up comedian I saw in Zim. I'm like, but then I was now exposed to it. Then I started looking for it. And then that's when I saw there's actually money and future in it. So I was like, it was a tough conversation to have with my mom.
How did that go? Please tell us a bit about that.
I still don't have O-level English.
Right.
So one day we sit and she was like, you need to write this. So go to the school, register your O's and register that O-level. Everything else I'm okay.
Yeah.
That English,
that you don't have.
Shirungu. And I was like, what? I don't think I'll ever use it because I want to be a comedian. You're telling a teacher. It was a tough conversation, But that's when I was like, no, let me do what I like, because there's no point in, because I tried. I'd worked as an accountant. I've tried as a first for manager. I've tried things.
And you haven't enjoyed it?
Nah, it doesn't really work.
There's that whole dilemma in life where you have to pick pay the bills versus happy at some point. And when you're a creative, I think for some reason in life, you deal with that a lot more.
Yeah.
How did you find that sweet spot that says, you know what, I can still survive and be happy?
I was like, I still need my varsity man. So when I hit a brick hole,
right,
I'll be like, guys, I didn't go to varsity, you remember?
So
school fees, and
Can I have some of my school fees, please?
Yeah, it's really, really tough. I wanna lie. What they don't tell you is that you have to, if you want to follow your passion, you have to finance it yourself.
Right.
Yeah, they don't tell us that. Like, follow your passion, follow your passion.
Yeah, do
and
what
we
you
get into it,
believe in
do
yourself.
what you love,
Yeah.
what you love the most. But then when reality kicks in, that's when you realize, bye. Then I'm going to 2 more periods, which I would be better. Yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Right. Now, the advent of social media has kind of helped in spreading the creative side of life, especially content creation. It's made it a lot easier for, creatives like yourself to reach more people without necessarily waiting for the comedy bar, the stand-up show. What was your feeling of that first video that went viral?
I was like, Injaro. That was the first thing I thought. But then at the same time, I was like, okay, so I'm onto something. I didn't see it up until Doc Fikera. I was like, bring your TikTok, let's look at it. So other videos were like, 15, 14. But there's one video that was now reaching 20, 30K viewers. I was like, but do you see that people like this? That's when I'm like, wow. And meeting people and then shouting, yeah. I'm like, guys, I'm working with my mom. You can't say those things.
No, but is that not validation? Mom, see, I told you.
Oh, yes.
But you can't say that.
Yes.
Because
I do say it. What?
You do.
I'm a comedian. Like, hey, you see, I told you I'll be famous, guy.
I'm a comedian. Oh, I love that.
I
Now, one of
understand.
the first characters you introduced us to was Buju.
Yes.
Is Buju essentially who you really were at school?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was me.
That was you?
That was me, spot on.
Yeah?
The person who created the character did not even know me before they even created the character. So I got into it, and you always say you gave me the director bet. It's like you gave me what I had in mind when I thought of this character. Yeah. I was the backbench. I was the... Yeah.
The troublemaker.
The good kid.
Now, a lot of people don't, well, not a lot of people, a lot of creatives, especially in Zimbabwe, have this urge to do everything on their own. I can do this by myself. I can do this by myself. But you have found a collection of creatives, comedians just like yourself, and you guys have been helping each other and working with each other. Specifically speaking about the Sumuka group as well.
Yes.
How have those relationships helped you in your career, and why is it important to have them?
It's I listened to TD Jakes this time. He was talking about partnerships. Like nothing works perfectly unless it's like it is a partner. Eyes, legs, hands. If you lose one, yes, it will still work, but it's not perfect. So every time you want to do something, try to find someone who can help, because on your own, really. And working with Simuka has been great, because it has, I've learned more than I thought I could. Something that I even if I would go to school, I don't think I would have even learned that,
Right.
And you can't do everything alone. You can't, because looking at right now, there's someone who's by the camera, someone who's listening to the sound. I was in the control room there, and I'm seeing there's someone who's pressing buttons and stuff. You can't be doing that on your own. You're presenting, you're pressing. So you really, up until we realize that as the whole industry, as a whole, we don't have that huge movie that we can make. But we have so many big production houses in Zim. Just once in a blue moon, we just meet up and people create one huge movie like how South Africa does it. We have Tsotsis, we have Jerusalemers, we have from huge productions that come together. But here in Zim, we're so proud. Nondibera my ideas. And one of Bira food.
And it's okay, it's part of the process. It probably wasn't something you were meant to execute anyway.
It's not one gig, This is not a gig. So take today, tomorrow, think of something.
Right. Ckanyiso, what does the future hold for you? What do you hope it holds for you?
I want to perform at Madison Square Garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to fill it up. From Zim, not staying in the States, no, from Zim.
Right.
I want to be that famous. I want to be that big. I will be. Because, I'm thinking my jokes, I think international jokes.
They're not there.
I don't think.
No, Ckanyiso, we absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and just sharing a bit of who you are with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Before we go, though, I just want to give you a moment to speak to your audience. Valentine's just passed.
Valentine's just passed. Where is your boyfriend?
Stop looking at me. Look at your people.
I'm looking at those people. Hello, hey. Oh, can I talk about my tour? I want to talk about my tour.
Ahead.
I have a stand-up comedy tour coming up, and it's titled "I Am Not a Rasta." Yeah, because I'm not. Honestly, I'm not a Rasta. I'm just that guy who likes what the Rastas like.
Where do we see it? What? Tell us. Give us information.
I'm doing 16 shows. I want to do 16 shows across Zim. I'm starting in Harare with UZ on the 22nd, and Mtare 28th, Bindura 29th. Then in May, I think I'll be in Kwekwe up until December.
All right.
So I'll be rolling it out on my social medias and going on and on and on. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck. We hope to catch you on tour. That is Ckanyiso DatGuy. You will be catching him on tour, and of course, content is on social media now.